A very common one is AI Copilot. So it's like, hey, I'm going to make it easy for people to like build an AI Copilot for their product or service. It's this really unusual type of phenomenon where there's so much interest from potential customers to like want a Copilot that it's actually quite easy to start getting like inbound leads if you pitch this. And it's even easy to get people to pay you money upfront. But what's really hard is to get them to actually like use the Copilot because they don't actually know what they want it for. Like they just heard that AI Copilots might be changing the future of software, so we should have an AI Copilot, but they don't actually know what their customers will use it for.
I think for me, and maybe I just have a mental block around chat interfaces, but I've never been that big a fan of chat because it puts so much of the emphasis on the user knowing how to speak to a computer. And while in the next 5 or 10 years, I think we will all get far more used to using it that way. I think the low-hanging fruit right now is just using the large language model to actually do the sort of knowledge work that a human being could do, and then package it into the UI that, whether it's a mobile app or a web app that is just familiar, like sort of what people use to do their work right now. And it's, basically the LLM is better used as sort of this, like, it's almost like, this thing that's sprinkled in that, the software suddenly does something really powerful, but you don't have to change the way you would want to use the software as it is.
It's sort of like an example of a phenomenon that like, I think we have seen in the past when like some technology gets really hot and all of a sudden like all these companies are like, they're being asked by people like, what's our AI strategy? And they're like, oh, well, we better get an AI strategy. Or